Welcome back, guys, to Tales of Arise. Well, last episode we headed onwards from Fissalim into the Shinefall Woods, starting our journey to the region's capital with some subquests as we defeated Terrapin Fists and Fishing Fiends while doing some fishing ourselves. With more exploration to do in this jungle, we soon continue into our next area.
Alright, left is a market, right? Well, that's what I thought it was.
Let's see what you've got. Now you see what I can do! Catapult!
Tectonic
Crush! Try harder!
More for the stockpile!
It's over! Start
And I missed.
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Rip and tear!
The water's
Struck down! Devastate! Benediction light! Take this!
More with that
You're mine! Eternal devastation! Watch this!
Dohaline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Take this! Eat dirt!
Catapult!
Oh, I missed. There's no big fire attack. The range has dropped massively.
No further!
Light arrow!
You're mine!
Seal!
Talon storm!
I'll be saving this one!
Eternal devastation! Hurricane!
Lightning
Inferno
orb!
punch!
More where that came from!
Don't be carried away! Oh! Now I'm real mad! Catapult! Eat take this! Dragon swarm!
Now, Ringwell! Frozen!
Hammer! On your knees!
Purge Malevolent!
Talon Hurricane! You're mine!
Aw, Lord didn't even get to use a special.
Onward and upward.
Alright, so we're still going down this path. Can't get turned around. There's a camp.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Can we check it on the ranch from here? Zoogles aren't the only thing you have to watch out for. Mother Dahna can be just as cruel too. I'll do whatever I can to help you though. Oh, not a rat. 10 pork, 2 horse meat. You animals can now be raised sheep. Ranch has expanded. So sheep, docile herbivores that people often count in their heads to fall asleep. Average growth and average tendency to be attacked by stray zoogles. So horse, pig, cow, sheep. Meh. What else do I do here? Doubt there's any more weapon forging from what we've been through. Now it's about going to sleep. Always keep your senses sharp. You never know when an enemy might strike. It's never at a convenient time. I'm expecting some skits.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
We actually didn't get anything extra, and I don't think we've missed stuff too, again. I still check no matter what. So we've been going pretty damn well with that. I reckon there'll be an afterwards event, though, at this juncture. He'll CP after battle tiny. It wouldn't surprise me if I actually do need something like this at the moment. Attack up medium is still there, but that 3 minutes, that's for something to use before we go into a fight, really. Or defense up M is good. What's the defense up M one? Curry. Good old curry. Do you know what? We're making some curry.
This is great. The taste and aroma will blow everyone away.
That kind of stuff is like if you were asking an actor to do a little couple of movements as well. It looks so like, because he started the other way and he looks through the camera. It looks like a budget actor just did, let's scratch. Taste and aroma will blow everyone away. It really does look like that when he does it. I think we should speak to Rinwell again.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did, just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense, though. I mean, it was astral arts that let the Renans dominate Dahna, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dahna then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. I'm counting on you, Alphen.
We are closer still to Rinwell. Do wonder how I'm supposed to get everyone's events.
I want to go back to bed.
I bet. It looks like they only appear after a certain amount of time. Thermal rock. I wish I went the other way now. Bob Crystal one as well. If I carried on in that place, I would have found the owl and more. Now I can't even go back there. Ooh. Well, I didn't have the power to dive, but that looks like a divey spot to me. Off we go then. Even with the respawning pigs. Wait, is it just those pigs that respawn, not the late ones? Pepper respawn, or there was no pigs in there. Lettuces. Let's say there's some different monsters here.
You're mine! You're finished! A new melody! Eternal devastation! Take this! I'm on this! What you armor won't save you! Here I come! You're finished!
Lightning condemned!
Stardust! Hurricane thrust!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy
Rising
glitter!
falcon! Eat dirt! I'm on it!
My god, I've got no range for that anymore at all.
Power! Crush! Dragon swarm!
Photon flat! Raging
Leave the chargers to me! Do it!
Zara frozen!
Hammer! Elusive deity! Can you take it?
Raging storm!
Right! You're finished! Talon storm!
Steel hammer!
Do it! Dragon! Demons descend! Flashing fang!
It's Rimwell time.
Looks like we won.
Now that's a different group of guys. And they're blocking a chest. And I didn't have anything to shoot them down.
Take this! You're finished!
Dragon shield!
Negative gate! You're finished!
Cloud pile! Raging cascade!
Eat this!
Melee superstar! But there's this! Law, you alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay. Eternal devastation! Ready and rip! Can't get out of this! Inspiration! I could do this all day!
Thor's not okay. I'm worse.
Radiant light! Eat this! Regenerate!
I'm an icy boy.
Water astral energy!
Thanks! Dragon Shell! Shine! Eternal devastation! Force of regeneration!
Come forth now!
Regenerate! Armor won't save I'm ready!
Holy lamp!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! I'm on catapult! Watch this! Here I come! Catapult! Here I come! You're finished! Stardust!
Now!
Stone in an instant! Impact Claw!
Illuminate the Dragon Shell!
Here I come!
Somehow we didn't kill the last one either.
All good things come to an
A little bit of a come around after being an icy boy.
I'm ready for the next battle.
There we go. That's what we were looking for by going through an alternate path. 2 icicle fangs. I'll take it. And that brings us back onto the beaten track. Rainbows!
What's up? Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shionne? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
Another campsite.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renan like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shionne and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shionne is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know. But the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shionne's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shionne. I know we will.
Looks like I can't even really leave this menu.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shionne waiting.
Or Shionne. Rinwell's muttering.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
He didn't hit me.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Those two are getting along a little bit better now, aren't they? Pretty. Well, let's move on into our next location then. Do you have to keep telling me that Miguel's dead?
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will.
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go.
I would, but there's more skits.
Is it just me, or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almadria. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though? Not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renan trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
That music's a bit easy to me. Right then, let's push. Because we probably got a big dungeon to get through.
Discourteous.
I don't have fire. That's mean.
Not on my watch!
Here I
Lightning
come!
orb! Alright, it's showtime!
Eternal devastation!
Supernova!
Dragon form!
Raging cascade!
That frickin' does it!
Spread!
You're mine!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
No complaints here! You got the advantage!
Not on my watch!
Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I feel like Law's been trying to use that for like the last billion years.
I'm ready! Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Ice stones have been obtained. Well, now we just need a camp.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shionne, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
So used to her being there. To being with her now.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Lightning condemned!
Dragon shell!
I'll
thank you.
Illuminate the dark! Come down! Holy blue, holy
No
red!
further! Crumble! Demon Peg!
Elusive deity!
Dragon Swarm!
Super swallow dance!
Thunderfield!
Eat dirt!
Oh my god, I'm gonna miss again.
Take this!
I'm pretty sure I could go from that range before.
Won't save now!
Trip it up! It's over! Dazzle! You're mine!
Illuminate
You're
the dark!
finished!
Come forth!
Resonate with you! Hurricane Thrust!
Double hit!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Denison! You don't mess around!
Swallow dance!
good things come to an end.
Benediction light. Crush!
What would I do without you?
Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
Do it!
Sonic thrust!
I'll finish you here and now!
Gotta chase you down a little bit more.
Doubling!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
So judging by
So I
that boost
still
strike,
have
by the
room to
way,
grow.
Rinwell can just fly. Because she flies, she doesn't jump. She goes up, she flies. If we had to assume a time scale, how long would you think the adventure's been? Oh, about 1 week. I don't tend to judge the JRPG's timescale based on travel times. It's just kind of like, whatever the game really thinks it is. For the most part, in a lot of games, I feel like it doesn't make sense unless it's really fast. Maximum burst. An earth-based art. Heats up the ground and breaks through the lion's howl, strong if activated while guarding. My cat's just entered the room. And it's probably about to leave. Oh, she's gonna hang out. Yay! Kitty's up here waiting for Becca to go to bed, so then she can go to bed too. She's came in to visit me. She's very cute. But as a cat is weird, there's a whole carpet, and on the carpet there's a letter. The cat's decided to sit directly on the letter. And now she's figured out that Becca's out and go to bed. Oh, this looks dangerous. I mean, they're just waiting. Patiently.
Ow! Take this! It's over!
Seal!
Phew!
Not on my watch!
Here I come! You're finished! Eternal devastation!
Showtime!
Dragon form!
Magic is there!
I'm on it!
Freeze Lancer!
Demon plague!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
Bubbling to me. Come one, come on.
Magic is there!
Take this.
Dragon form!
Death blossom. Fantastic.
Astral
Great.
That's my cue!
Right, you got this, guys, yeah?
I'm trying to focus!
I was only trying to be nice. Begin. I'm on it.
Stop using it!
Eternal devastation!
Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration. Regenerate.
You must be tired of killing me. I'm merely doing what I can to help. Glad you're on up.
Be tired of healing me?
Mercy.
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
Not against a worthy
Now!
opponent.
Demons descend. Flashing bang.
Shionne heal me all the time naturally. Dohlim, you must be tired of healing me.
The heavens must be smiling.
That's a different way of looking at things. Alright, a gold gel. Royal looking medicinal gel that restores 100% CP and has a scrumptious flavor that's fit for a king. That gold gel is probably worth a lot of money. If 30% is 3,000, and I dare to think how much that is. So watercolory, isn't it? Yeah, an item we're never gonna use. Yeah, you're right.
Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration. Regenerate.
Take this!
Alright, it's showtime!
Bet that shell's hiding something
Eternal
tasty.
devastation!
Lightning orb!
Doing the shot.
Dance
Dragon
with the
form!
Law!
Demons descend. Flashing bang. Easy.
Way to go!
Shine on. Radiant light.
Photon illuminate the
Eat dirt!
Holy glitter!
Shattering
Holy
pieces.
Devastation!
Allow me to help you. Do you require
Do
a
it.
hand?
Kisara. All yours, Kisara.
That's the truth of it.
And now you see what I can do. I'm on it.
Dragon form!
Glimmer dragon.
Doubling! In an instant! Impact cross!
Dragon Swarm is so good for keeping the combo bar going because of how long the
I
attack
think
takes
I'm
place
getting
in.
stronger.
Rinwell's 32 now. She's the oldest. Almandine Mass, a clump of translucent, lustrous crimson stones. Once polished, this inner power of fires can be unleashed. We also got the Healing Pebble. Combined moderate exercise speeds up the body's natural healing process. Silver chunks too, so that can be solved. But hopefully a nice amount. Not getting copper chunks anymore then. Speaking of nice amounts, oh, it's lemon gel. Stores 2,000 HP. So we're getting to the next tier of everything by the look of it. I really thought those red vines were going to be a climby thing. How wrong was I?
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try. But that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp.
Yummy. Trust the martial artist to want to go under the waterfall. Pineapple gel. We can also back up on ourselves here. For the whole area this way.